Hey guys, welcome to FashionChaos. So for this video I decided to base it around my favorite top makeup brushes. So here they are, and this brush is a Real Technique buffing brush. What it does is just you can apply the foundation on top of your brush, or you can dot it around your face and you just buff it in. And what I love about this brush is that most brushes, they tend to leave like a really dusty effect on your face, so it will look like you've applied powder even though you might have not. If you exfoliate, the brush tends to work really well with your skin. It's so smooth, even though the hair is synthetic, it's just so smooth, airbrushed effect when you do apply your foundation. And because it's quite medium, I wouldn't say it's that big, I'd say it's quite small. You can like take it up your jawline into, I sometimes, because I drag my foundation all the way to my ear, so I don't get like, you know what I mean? So I don't get that weird edgy line that I'm wearing a foundation. So and you can get in between the corners of your nose. And I love this brush. The one factor that I don't like about this brush is the fact that all the writing has gone off. It is a Real Technique, but I don't know if it's a dew fiber brush or not. So that's one downfall of the product itself. Otherwise, I love it. I do wash it every 3 days. And I've noticed that none of the hairs have fallen off, touch wood. If you guys want to know how I actually wash my brushes, I've already done a video on that. So I'd write the link below. I'll just put it up on this little box so you guys can click and go on that too. So yeah, that's my foundation brush and I love it. So if you guys think there is another brush out there that's quite similar to this or even better, I'd like to know, comment below. The second brush I really like is the finishing brush by So Eco. If I hold it up like this, you can clearly see that the top bit end of this is white to peachy and the rest is just black. That's only because there's two types, even though it is synthetic, but there's two lengths of synthetic hair that has been used. You've got the longer one and you've got the really little shorter one. That's only to stop the foundation or any powdered product sink in. It keeps it up on the surface of the brush, so when you do apply it, you're not wasting or any product is sinking into the brush. Majority of the time I use this to buff in my bronzer and just sculpt and contour my face. Also, however, on other times I do use it with as a foundation brush, but you have to make sure you wash it before you're to use it as a to apply your powders. It just makes it really yucky and makes your face quite dusty. And my third favorite brush is actually the Revlon brush. I don't know if this is an eyeliner or a brow brush, but I actually use this for my brows and for my eyeliner, mainly because the hair is so like, there isn't much synthetic hair in there and it's so thin, which means I can easily draw an eyeline with it and know it won't be as thick, and it won't go into other areas of my eyelid that I don't want it to go, and I can just sketch out a really nice neat eyeline. I used this to put this eyeliner today and I've had no problems. It is a bit hard to get used to. If you are switching from a liquid to a gel liner, then I'd say go for something like this. It sits really perfect with your hand and is not bigger than your hand or smaller than your hand, and you can literally stand in front of a mirror and just draw in the eyeliner, and you know that it won't be poking against the mirror. And that's one of the problems I've had with other brushes, because I'm so close to the mirror. If I step back, I will be too scared to mess up. and the more I've looked close and used a brush like this, it's helped me draw those eyeliners better and make me a bit more confident in getting the really nice crease lines. I haven't used a concealer to correct the eyeliner, it's just this and that's it. It's also got like another edge that's just to smudge in your eyeliner and give it a really nice smoky effect, or even for your eyebrows. Sometimes when it comes to the front you want to fade it out, so you can actually use this and fade that out for your eyebrows, and it's just amazing. It doesn't have a name, it just says Revlon. So if I was to give it a name, I would call it an overall brush, because you can use it for basically anything. The fourth brush I really like is the Dew Fiber Face Brush by Real Technique. Again, I love this. I'm not sure what this is actually used for. I think for liquid foundations, but only because of the way the hair is. It's quite thick and slim. It's really soft, but it's got a different effect to the foundation brush. I just use this when I apply my bronzer. I use this to buff in the contour and keep it in there. I don't want to, sometimes I get like a really sharp line coming across my face, so if I don't want that, I can just use this to blend it all in, and it blends in into my foundation and it doesn't go anywhere else. It sits perfect in the hollows of my cheeks, and it doesn't look like I have smacked on tons of powdered bronzer. It really helps with getting rid of unwanted bronzer and just buffing in all those the right amount of powdered bronzer that you want. So this is my fourth favorite, my fifth so far, my favorite it is a Real Technique brush. However, it's a sculpting brush, and what I love about this, it's in a really nice diagonal shape, and it's so soft. And if I show you how, like, it's super, I wouldn't say it's thin or thick, it's quite medium, and the way the hairs are, the way that it's shaped, it's quite narrow, only because it can sit perfect into the hollows of your cheek. The way I would advise you guys to apply this is to put it into your powdered bronzers and then slowly draw a line just going from your cheekbone and halfway your face. I would say to the corner of your eye and down. That is how far in my opinion, that's how far I think your bronzer should go. Any further than that, it narrows your face too much, and it would be so bait that you're wearing tons and tons of heavy makeup. If that's your thing, I'm not saying there's something wrong. If that's your thing, go ahead, do it. As long as you feel confident and okay about it. So I'll leave you guys and have the best day ever. Just stay happy and positive always. Bye.